Dear students, welcome back. Now we are going to study today a new form of literature, which is, in fact, a very important and very interesting form, and that is drama. And we'll discuss about its origin today, how drama originated. So let's start. Now, regarding the origin of drama, now let's first define what is drama. Drama actually is a composition which is meant to be acted before the audience in the theater. That means the main purpose of drama as a composition is acting in front of the audience in a theater on the stage. So drama basically is a composition which is meant to be acted, right? So dramatic composition is known as a play, or you call it drama. So it shows a story, a story which is depicted on the stage through action and dialogue. Through action and dialogue. Rather than telling it or narrating it, the story is shown, or it is depicted on the stage in the form of action and dialogue. And when there is action and dialogue, so there obviously are characters. There is a plot. We'll be talking about what is plot, because very important part of drama, novel, every even story has a plot. So we will discuss plot later, so just understand it as a plot. Plot means how the story moves. Characters, there will be a setting means the stage, and atmosphere. So the actors, they play the role of characters and perform the actions. And the dramatist does not interact directly with the readers, as is sometimes done in the novel. So in the novel, the novelist may himself become a narrator, or he may intervene in between. So that is possible only in novel, not in drama, because in drama, the action takes place and there is dialogue. So the story is acted in front of the audience. So it becomes drama. So most of the serials which you watch on TV, the movies, all of them, they are a form of play only. Okay, so this is the definition of drama. Now let's go to the origin of drama. So how drama originated? So if you go back in history, then you will find that initially drama originated in religion, because religion used to be a very important and guiding force in the lives of the people in ancient times, because everything was governed by religion, right? So the beginning of drama is said to have taken place in Greece, where it started out of the ceremonial worship of Dionysius. Dionysius is that god with whom they used to worship, and they used to do some kind of action in that ceremonial worship. And that's how drama actually originated. And so this picture which you saw here, that this relates to the Greek god Dionysius. Okay, and you can see here how these that ceremony, the worshipping ceremony, was carried out in honor of this Greek god, right? So now, so it emerged out of the church in England. If you talk about England or the English drama, so in England it started out of the church service, and in many other countries also similarly. So okay, so the origin or the beginning of drama is lies in the religion, right? So then what are the stages through which drama progressed? So the very initial stage was liturgical play, then came miracles, morality, interludes, and then finally the regular play. So this is the chronology. So let us discuss them briefly one by one. Okay, First is the liturgical plays, where they were dramatizations of the major events in Jesus Christ's life. So, as I told you, that drama began in the church. So, on special occasions, special episodes from Christ's life, they were dramatized in the inner sanctums of the church, where people witnessed those scenes, which were performed by the churchmen themselves. So this is how drama emerged from the church. That is, then next came the miracle plays. The miracles, they dealt with the lives of saints. Similarly, this type of drama, depicted the lives of great saints, some scenes from their life, scene of sacrifice. Uh, so then came the mystery plays. So mystery plays, they were concerned with the biblical themes. So it is, in English drama, it is difficult to differentiate between mysteries and miracles because they overlap, and so you can say that they concerned religious themes. Then after the mystery plays came the morality plays. Morality, as the name itself suggests, these plays came with a moral lesson. So a moral lesson was to be conveyed through these plays, and these morality plays came out of miracles or mystery plays. So the here in morality plays, the characters were symbolic. They represented some kind of virtue or vice, some goodness or evil in the societies. So they were, characters were just caricatures or just types, symbolic. They symbolized something: bravery, chivalry, truth, gluttony, sloth, or despair. So that's how the morality plays came into being, right? So the main purpose of morality plays was to convey moral lessons. So characters here, they represented abstract qualities like bravery, chivalry, truth, justice, gluttony, sloth. They represented virtue and vice. Okay. Then after the morality plays, now slowly these plays, as I told you, they were performed inside the main hall of the church by the churchmen themselves on special occasions like the Easter or Jesus' birth. Then slowly what happened? People started coming in large numbers, and it became difficult for the churchmen to handle such a large gathering. So slowly they had to shift the place of performance from inside the church to a place outside the church, which was generally open area like churchyard. Okay. So then what happened? Then slowly when they shifted to the churchyard, again the crowds increased and the interest of the public increased, and as a result, the popularity of play increased manifold, and it became impossible for the liturgical or the people who were concerned with the church. It became difficult for them to continuing this tradition. So slowly the control of these plays shifted to the marketplace. So town guilds were formed, and these guilds, they had competition within themselves, and as a result, what happened? There was improvement in drama because each town guild wanted to present the best performance, and as a result, professional actors, professional costume makers, and all these machinery which was required in drama, that became professional. So this was very good for the growth of drama, right? So before we go on to the next slide, let me recall what we learned in this one. So drama actually emerged from the church. So the earliest form of drama was liturgical plays, which were major events in Christ's life was depicted inside the church. Then came the miracles, which were basically related to the lives of saints. Then mystery plays, which concerned the biblical theme. Then morality, which actually wanted to convey a moral lesson. So slowly then the control of drama shifted from the church to the open market or the marketplace, and now last came interludes. Now, interludes were the next stage in the development of drama, which brought a drastic change in the subject matter of drama. Now, drama became secular and realistic. Now, it came to show life and its problems in crude form, and that gave rise to what you call as comedy. So now people, they already had seen a lot of religious plays or religious performances. So now they wanted something real, something which was close to their own lives. So these interludes, they were such kind of break from those moralities or serious drama of the previous age. So these interludes, they started being performed by the end of 15th century, and with this came in our first regular tragedy and comedy. So the first regular tragedy was Gorboduc, also titled as Ferrex and Porrex, and which was written by Sir Thomas Norton and Thomas Sackville, and it was first performed in 1561. So this is another thing for you to learn and remember. The first regular tragedy was Gorboduc, which was also titled Ferrex and Porrex, and it was written by Thomas Norton and Thomas Sackville jointly, and first performed in 1561. And then came the first regular comedy, which was titled Ralph Roister Doister. It was written by a schoolmaster, Nicholas Udall, and it came to be performed in 1553. So thus, drama, starting from the church, starting from Christ's life or events from the Christ's life, came closer to common human, started representing real life and real characters in some kind of plot or story, right? So then let's discuss now form and structure of the play. How the play is structured. So, a play represents a problem or a conflict in a specific situation. Then it focuses on the central character, or whom you call as the hero or heroine or the protagonist. So the main character or the central character of a play is called the protagonist, or maybe a person, maybe a man, then you call him hero, or a woman then becomes heroine. So then this hero or the central character or the protagonist is often, is shown against an adversary. There is some enemy. It may be an whom you call as antagonist. So एक हो गया प्रोटैगनिस्ट. प्रोटैगनिस्ट का मतलब है जो मेन लीड कैरेक्टर प्ले कर रहा है, जो हीरो या हीरोइन. देन उसका एक अपोजिट होता है, उसका एक दुश्मन होता है, एडवर्सरी और एनिमी. वो एंटागनिस्ट बोलते हैं उसको. तो प्रोटैगनिस्ट का अपोजिट एंटागनिस्ट, जिसको हम नॉर्मल लैंग्वेज में विलन बोलते हैं. So generally what happens, this protagonist or the hero or the main character or the central character or the heroine will be, fighting against some antagonist. Antagonist may be a villain, एक इंसान हो सकता है, या maybe some hostile society, hostile parents, hostile neighborhood, कुछ भी हो सकता है. और hostile fate भी हो सकता है. भाग्य से लड़ रहा है, किसी इंसान से लड़ रहा है, किसी समाज से लड़ रहा है, परिवार से लड़ रहा है. सो द हीरो इज पिच्ड इन अ स्ट्रगल. एक संघर्ष में होता है हीरो, और उसके जो दबाने वाला है ऑप्रेसर, उसका एक एंटागनिस्ट भी होता है उसमें. सो द एक्शन मे बी बिकॉज ऑफ मैनी रीजन्स, मे बी बिकॉज ऑफ लव, फ्रेंडशिप, फैमिली की वजह से, या कोई पेट्रियाटिक फीलिंग की वजह से. जैसे मैनी films are made on patriotic lines, like आपकी जो border है, that is also based on a true incident. Similarly enmity है, दुश्मन, और दोस्ती के ऊपर भी उसके जय और वीरू की दोस्ती जैसे आपने देखी, या फैमिली टाइज हो सकती है, the Chaddas and the Sharmas, maybe a kind of family feud हो सकता है, family family relation हो सकता है. So maybe any kind of situation may be there, right? Then there are two kinds of plays basically. One is tragedy, another is called comedy. So a tragic play, will move from prosperity to adversity. जहाँ पे समृद्धि से दरिद्रता की तरफ जाएंगे, मुसीबत की तरफ जाएंगे, वो ट्रेजिडी बन जाएगा. And tragedy generally results in a death of the main character or a separation. वो मिल नहीं पाते, जुदा हो जाते हैं, या उनमें से एक जो है वो मर जाता है. So that becomes tragedy because the end is not happy. If it is happy ending, then it becomes a comedy. और कॉमिक प्ले जो है वो एडवर्सिटी से प्रॉस्पेरिटी की तरफ जाता है, उल्टा, राइट. सो दिस इज द बेसिक डेफिनेशन. एंड हाउ व्हाट इज अ फॉर्म ऑफ अ प्ले. ओके, क्या करता है प्ले? एक प्रॉब्लम या कॉन्फ्लिक्ट को प्रेजेंट करता है एक स्पेसिफिक सिचुएशन में, एंड इट फोकसेस ऑन द सेंट्रल कैरेक्टर whom we call as protagonist or the hero or the heroine. Then there is an antagonist, maybe villain or hostile society or hostile nation. So there may be characters may be involved in action due to various reasons: family ties, friendship, love, enmity. And then this is the first tragedy, the tragedy of Gorboduc, by Thomas Norton and Thomas Sackville, and a famous tragedy by William Shakespeare, the King Lear, right? Then what are the stages? The last topic that we'll take up is what are the different stages of a play. So there are different stages in a play. The action involves different stages. That is called plot. The structure of action is called plot. So the first is exposition. Exposition means the beginning. Okay. There will be certain circumstances from which the action is to take its course. ठीक है. जैसे मान लो एक लव स्टोरी है, तो हीरो हीरोइन है, वो कहीं मिल गए, उनकी दोस्ती होगी, उसका बैग छूट गया, उसने पकड़ लिया, उसने दे दिया. सो दे स्टार्ट नोइंग ईच अदर. सो दिस इज द बिगिनिंग, राइट. देन सेकेंड जो पार्ट है, दैट इज स्टेज है, दैट इज कॉम्प्लिकेशन और राइजिंग एक्शन. दैट इज द एक्शन विल नाउ मूव फॉरवर्ड. दोस्ती जो है वो मोहब्बत प्यार में बदल जाती है, और फिर कुछ कॉम्प्लिकेशन आ जाती है, राइट. देन थर्ड इज द क्लाइमैक्स. Climax means when there is a heightened tension. फिर क्या होगा? एक क्लाइमैक्स पे सिचुएशन पहुंच जाएगी, और वहाँ पे there will be a turn. Action will take a turn. या तो अच्छे होगा या बुरा होगा. Something will happen because the climax cannot be held for a long time. वो उसका resolution आना ही आना. तो वो या तो अच्छा होगा या बुरा होगा, दोनों में से एक, right? That is called the crisis or climax. Then the fourth is falling action. So once that climax occurs, then what will happen? There will be movement towards the normal action. So falling action, that stress or tension जो बढ़ गई थी, वो धीरे धीरे नीचे को जाएगी एक solution की तरफ. That is called the falling action. जैसे मान लो both are not able to meet and they decide to commit suicide, and at that particular moment they are saved by their parents, and finally the parents, there is a melting of heart, and both of them accept them, and that leads to a solution कि ठीक है भाई, आप लोगों को शादी कर देते. So that becomes the falling action, and finally there is a resolution or denouement, जिसमें जो एक्शन जो है वो इस स्टेज में या तो सक्सेस होगा या फेलियर होगा. या तो माँ बाप मान जाएंगे तो शनाई बच जाएगी, शादी हो जाएगी, हैप्पी एंडिंग हो जाएगी. और नहीं माने, देन मे रिजल्ट इन सेपरेशन. जुदा हो जाएंगे, दे विल सेपरेट, एंड इट विल बिकम काइंड ऑफ ट्रेजेडी. सो द कॉन्फ्लिक्ट में एंड हैप्पीली और ट्रेजिकली. और जिस तरह से प्लॉट जो प्ले राइट है उसने लिखा होगा, कहानी उसी तरफ जाएगी, राइट. अगर हैप्पी एंडिंग है, शादी की शहनाई बजेगी, फूल और खुशबू फैलेगी. अगर नहीं है तो देयर विल बी टीयर्स एंड हार्ट ब्रेक्स. इन द एंड देन इट विल बिकम अ ट्रेजेडी. ओके, सो दिस इज हाउ वी कैन रिप्रेजेंट द एक्शन ऑफ एंटायर प्ले। इस तरह से आप इसको दिखा सकते हैं। जैसा ये दिस इज़ बिगिनिंग ऑफ अ स्टोरी। वो कहाँ से शुरुआत होती है, एक्सपोजिशन। कोई एक इंसिडेंट होगा, ठीक है, जैसे हीरोइन का बैग चुरा के एक चोर भाग रहा है, हीरो उसको पकड़ लेता है, बैग वापस करता है, दोस्ती हो जाती है, दे स्टार्ट मीटिंग ईच अदर, then their friendship reaches a point where they cannot live without each other. This is called climax, and ultimately they want to be united, but there is antagonist, or said maybe if hostile society or hostile parents, so they will try to create a stress situation, a conflict. So after that, situation will move towards the resolution धीरे धीरे। ये और रेजोल्यूशन क्या होगा, या तो हैप्पी होगा या ट्रेजिक होगा, राइट। इफ दे आर यूनाइटेड then it will be happy ending, and if they are separated or one of them dies, then it becomes a tragic ending. So these are the stages of the play, and I hope you will gain from this, because these are the basic things which almost every student of literature should know. Thank you very much. Enjoy your learning, and keep learning, keep growing, and thank you very much.